Hello, this is Cosmic Ninja, and I just want to say welcome. Please hit that like and subscribe button.
Hello, this is Cosmic Ninja, and this is another tier list, but this one's covering Mega Evolutions. This is going to include the games of Pokemon X and Y, Pokemon Alpha Sapphire and Omega Ruby, and Pokemon Legends ZA plus its DLC. Um, a lot of the Megas I have dealt with are in all those games except for the DLC. I've not really dealt with any of the DLC ones yet, but I have seen them. I've come across them. So I've learned which ones I'm gonna like. Um, so this is kind of a tier list based on my opinion. If you have a different opinion or just agree, please leave a comment down below. Definitely hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and leave a like if you really like this video. So let's get started, guys. All right. First up is going to be Mega Venusaur. Mega Venusaur to me was meh, no opinion. It's cool, just more of a bigger version of Venusaur. Um, Mega Charizard. I am not a fan of Charizard. Charmander, Charmeleon, those three Pokemon I care less about. However, when it comes to the Mega Evolutions, I do have a favorite. Um, I don't remember which one of these was X and which one was Y, though. To be honest with you, 'cause I have crossed the game so many times um, that I've just forgotten. But I know at this one I've just never cared for. I do really do like that Charizard, the blue one, the blue black dragon like looking one. I think that's kind of dope. Um, Mega Blastoise to me, I think could have been better. Yeah, I don't think it's bad. I just think it could have been better. Um, I think there was potential there that was just missed. Mega Beedrill. I actually kind of think Mega Beedrill was great, a great design. I think it was on the right path. Um, I really do think that was a neat little Mega evolution for Beedrill. All right, now for one of the new ones, Mega Pidgeot. I'm gonna move it up here to pretty great, pretty peak, because I think it was a neat design. It elevated it. I actually think this is what the evolution of Pidgeotto should have been, to begin with, because it is a very neat. Um, Another DLC ZA Pokemon is going to be the Pokemon Raichu. Um, Honestly, both Raichus I'm going to put together because I don't care either way. Honestly, I think I should probably just put them in the no opinion section because it's not bad designs. The X one is decent, I guess. Let's sit there and see how we feel about it in a moment. Um, Mega Clefairy. I'm going to just say super bad because I actually couldn't figure out if that was its face at first when I first came across it in the game. I was like, what is that? I'm like, it's like a giant mushroom on top of its head. And then now it has wings. Like, why? Is it now a giant butterfly? I mean, explain this theory. Alakazam, Mega Alakazam. I'm gonna give it Mega Peak because I think that is very cool looking, and it elevates Alakazam up even more. And the fact that they do say stay in their Mega form longer in ZA versus X and Y and the Gen 3 remakes is awesome. So it is a neat one. Mega Victory Bell. I had to think for a second. I'm gonna say it's great. Mostly because I'm a huge fan of Bellsprout and its evolutionary forms. I think it could have been better, but I do like it. I mean, it is pretty cool. The leaf is really cool. Um, but I think it could be better. I'm just Slowbro. I'm just no mega bad. Just mega bad. Mm-mm. Because now the thing is just eating it. It's like bleh. Gengar. I have used Gengar's Mega Evolution in different games. I at first did not like it, but now I actually do like it. I like it a lot more than the other versions of Gengar crystallization, um, and all the gimmicky stuff that's happened since Mega Evolution came out. So yeah, no opinion really about Genghis Khan. Just gonna let it go. This just bad. Oh, this is just bad, 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 bad. I like Staryu and Starmie, but this was bad. This, and by the way, in the game when you have to defeat it because it's part of the little exposition thing, oh my gosh, I have never hated a Pokemon so much than this one. And there's a few that I hate because of that mega that what you have to go through in ZA. But this one, oh, oh, if you know, you know. If you don't know, because you haven't gotten that far in the game, you will know soon. Um, just saying. Hmm. Mega Pinsir. I'm gonna say mild, mildly decent, mildly good. I don't hate it. I don't like it. I don't think it's great, but I like the. I mean, the design is pretty neat, so I'm gonna say mild. Um, Gyarados. I This is the design of Gyarados that should have been its third evolution. Gyarados, Magikarp, and Gyarados evolutions. I honestly always have believed there should have been a third evolution to Gyarados, and I think it should have been this. This would have been the great Gyarados evolution moment for it. Um, because the Magikarp to a giant whatever Gyarados is, it just did not make sense. There was something missing there. So either a middle evolution or make Gyarados the middle evolution, eh, something. Because yes, this was pretty great. Um, Aerodactyl. I like Aerodactyl. I'm just not a large fan of all the fossil Pokemon other than Tyranitum. Trom. And I never say its name right. Um, but this one's pretty good. Well, I didn't mean to put it in mile. I meant to put it there. I think it's pretty great. It's decent. Dragonite. I like Dragonite. I like Dragonite a lot. I go out of my way to get its evolutions or Dragonair. Oh, I forgot its first form. My mind went blank. I forgot its first form name. Anyways, I go on my way. I don't like what they did to him. I don't. I'm like, really? You do this with Charizard, and then you do this to Dragonite. Come on. Um, X and Y Mew. I didn't like one. I like one form over the other more. I don't think it's great. I just like the forms differently. All right, the Gen 2 starters: Chikorita and Totodile's forms. Poor Cyndaquil. Never gonna get that evolution, mega evolution at this rate. But anyways, bad. Just bad. Oh my gosh. Like, Chikorita was already not a fan favorite for a lot of people. It's an okay Pokemon. It wasn't even my fan favorite. Um, I mean, Cyndaquil and Totodile, magnifique. Chikorita, meh, I can live without it. But this just made it even worse. And the sad part is I chose Chikorita when I first started playing ZA, just because I felt bad because I never choose it, and I didn't want to choose Tepig. I knew I was going to go after Froakie, so I didn't choose Totodile. So I was like, ugh. But as for Totodile, I don't know what they were thinking because Totodile, Crocodile, Froggerite, you know, was pretty decent designs. I don't know what this was. This was just like, uh, what? You just added this to the top of it. The Maripline Ampharos. I like this one. This one's pretty peak. It makes it look like its electricity is starting to age it, but give it glory as it does it. Steelix. I'm gonna give it a greatness. I like it. It's great. Um, I forgot what this one was called. I'm sorry. Um, I know it's the evolved formed or Scyther thing. Scizor. Eh. Heracross. Poor Heracross. Super bad. Just super bad. I don't have no, no, no. And this monstrosity, Skyrama, no. Houndoom, yes, pretty peak. I like. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna say mega peak because that is some awesomeness right there. That is awesome. Tyrant, I forgot its name. It go here just because I forgot its name. Sceptile. He only goes there because I'm a big fan of the whole Trico line. You can't go wrong with Trico. He's just gonna go here because it's a decent design. I'm just not a fan of Torchic. And sadly, I am a fan of Mudkip, but that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. Gardevoir, you know, not hating. Put her there. Sableye, just bad. That's just bad. Mawile. Mawile was pretty. That's a pretty decent. That's what nightmares are made of. Aggron, yeah, we're just gonna say mild. You know, honestly, I really don't have an opinion about it. I don't have an opinion about that. Manectric, I do have an opinion about that. That deserves to be erased. That's right there with Starmie and Chikorita's final form. Like, why? Because Manectric was pretty cool Pokemon. I mean, it's no Luxray Shinx, but it was a pretty decent Pokemon, and they oh Sharpedo. I don't know why there's two. I have two choices for Sharpedo. Is there an extra Y version? No, there's not. There's not an Omega Ruby version. I'm not for sure. It technically is between mild and bad. It's meh. We'll go with mild. Mild is as close to meh as I can get. Altaria. I yeah. If you fought this thing in the ZA game, you probably want to just like mm, yeah. Now if you fought this in the ZA game, you know, that was pretty fun. I don't know what this is. Chingaling, Ching Ching, Ching Chlong. I forget its name. It's one of those Pokemon that you catch just to fill the Pokédex. You have no intentions to ever use it. But the design, what they did with it is actually pretty neat. It gained 6 extra Pokemon on it. because those are more of it. I'm like, okay, and I think four of them are shinies. Um, this one, I know what this is called. I forget what it's called, but I know it. Um, oh, kick myself for this one, but this design is pretty cool. This is design that, yeah, okay. Glalie, no. Salamence. Uh, honestly, I'm gonna say it's pretty great, but it reminds me of the old, well, not the old TV show, but the remake of the old TV show, Battlestar Galactica, the little, um, robot fighters, the Cylon fighters. Yeah. It reminds me of their planes. No, super bad. That's super bad. Latios and Latios. Actually, I'm gonna say mild because I don't think they're bad designs. I used them in Pokemon Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire a lot. Um, I just think there could have been more distinction between the two, and there wasn't. So, Rayquaza. Yes, yes. If Rayquaza could have a normal evolutionary form, it would be this. This was amazing. Staraptor. Yes, yes. Mm. By the way, Staraptor is my favorite bird in all the games thus far. My favorite bird. It literally is Staraptor, Talonflame, Pidgeotto, and then it just kind of mix and match after that. Well, Vikavolt is well, no, that's not a bird. Kilowatt in Gen 9 is decent. I guess I can put it after Talonflame, but Staraptor is my bird and my favorite bird. Banary scared me. That is, I was fine with the evolutionary form of Banary, and this is a no. That was a no. That is mm-mm. Garchomp. I I don't understand why they gave it two. I one was enough. One was enough, and it was pretty cool. But one is better than the other. I'll give them that one. Lucario. The new form I gave it was is cool. The original Mega form is yes. Obama Snow, no. That should have had more like snow on it. Like at this point, its Mega form should have had a blizzard blowing through. Glade, yes, yes. I dig that the whole cape and blade thing. Yes, Frostlass. Come on now, I'm a big fan of Frostlass. But what was this? This is just like, you know, Heatrom. Actually, I'm not gonna say it's pretty decent, pretty great. Darkrai. Why did you do this to my Darkrai? Darkrai was already pretty great. This is just yeah. Tepic and its evolutionary form. Meh. Oh yeah, I did not like that. That was bad. I did like this. This was pretty good. I forgot its name. Sorry. I know it's that little healer Adenol. Yeah, Adenol. Yeah, something like that. And then the Centipede thing. Pretty good. Scrafty. I honestly think that's what its third form evolution should be. Um, I really do. It's yeah. Electros. I'm a big fan of Electros. I'm gonna say this is pretty peak. Chandelure. Yes. Yes. That was amazing. And if you can get the Alpha Litwick and get to the Alpha Chandelure, even better. Because, yes, I actually have managed to get an Alpha Litwick and get to the Alpha Chandelure. I'm now hunting down the Alpha Rilo to get to the Alpha Lucario so I can have the Alpha Lucario Mega Evolution. That is the plan. I think I've already done Alpha Routes. I got the Alpha Glade. I already have the Alpha Bellsprout line. I just need an Alpha Froakie too. Whew. If I catch if I catch an Alpha Froakie, an Alpha Shiny Froakie, you know I'm gonna be happy. Because Froakie, he's my second favorite Pokemon. Greninja, you know, channel's called Cosmic Greninja. Chimchar though. Alright, this Pokemon. I can't say it's bad. It's not a Pokemon to use. I can't say it's bad. The Gen 6 starters. Chespin, Finnegan, Froakie, Chestnut, forgot the Finnegan name, and Greninja. Yeah, I forgot to put a lot of Pokemon's name. Um, I'm going to say that was pretty great. I'm going to say that one was pretty great. And then I'm going to say Greninja, dope. Yep, pretty dope. Um, I actually can't think of anything negative to say about it. So we'll just move on. Now, I am going to say that I wish, and that let's see, thinking about the next steps here, next Pokemon, we have Pyroar. Pyroar to me is mild, meh, it's decent. I do like this one, Florida. And that's the only Mega Evolution that's actually on a second tier evolution, not the full. Because it this Pokemon evolves again. I don't know if this particular one does the red and blue, red, white, and blue one does, but I know the traditional ones do. This one's okay. This is just oh, and this is the same. Those I think are super bad, super bad. I actually thought this was pretty good for this Pokemon. No, Haluchas, no. Sadly, I thought Zygarde's was bad too, because that just looks like a giant hammer on his head. Um, I don't really have an opinion about this one. Um, I think it's a good design. I just, I don't know. I don't really have an opinion about it. I can say for this Pokemon, which I forgot his name, most of these Pokemon coming for are after Gen 6, and I'll be lucky if I remember all their names. Um, I'm just gonna say bad. I don't think it's great. I don't think it's meh. Um, this one's pretty okay. I think this is Drampa. Drampa. I think it's a pretty good one. It's a decent design. I'll put both of these guys here. It's a decent design, and I know that one is for X and one is for Y, I guess. Just it doesn't. I don't know. They're meh. This Pokemon, I'm gonna give it a great Zyro or something like that. I think it's a good evolution or mega evolution. This chain thing is meh. I don't even know why they even tried. This thing didn't need a mega evolution to start with. There's no reason for a mega evolution. This is just what nightmares are made of. And these little worm things, they no. Three mega evolutions depending on the color of the one you got. No, clever. No, it's basically the same mega evolution. It's just they move around. And then the dragon. I'm gonna say this one's a pretty great design. I do like the giant sword on the back. Um, gives off kind of T Rex almost deformed vibes. So I think that's a pretty decent design. Um, I'm hoping in the future that we get more Mega Evolutions for the rest of the remaining starters. Cyndaquil, um, Chimchar, Turtwig, Piplup, um, Oshawott, Snivy, Rowlet, um, and all the other remaining starters going forward. Because that would be pretty awesome. I also would like to see a mega evolution for some other Pokemon like Noivern, um, Aegislash, especially the Dragon or Ghost Pokemon. Those I think all need some mega evolutions. Let's see what's one more. Roserade. That would be a good one because that's a pretty strong Pokemon. I mean, I honestly would have done Roserade over, you know, Sharpedo. Let's see. Talonflame, I think, needs one. Kilowattle, Kilowattle, whatever its name is, needs one. Let's see. Miss Magius. I think that would be one that should get one. Um, other than that, there's several. Um, Tyranitar. But yeah. But with that being said, folks, I hope you enjoy this episode of our dual tier list on Mega Evolutions, ranging from Pokemon XY, Pokemon Alpha Sapphire, and Omega Ruby. and Pokemon Legends ZA and its DLC. Um, with that being said, folks, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, leave a comment down below. Later, guys.